Okay, Mama Doll Boss, I'm gonna have to blame you for this one. I already bought this Ken the movie Ken so many times. Oh, wait a second, he has a side glance. I didn't realize that. Well, that does kind of make him different than the other Kens I've bought. So, I guess I'm gonna have to keep this sculpt. I mean, that was part of the plan for this video, but my point was, I've already purchased enough of these Ken the movie Kens. My first one was the surfer, the first Ken the movie Ken to come out. The second one was the surfer with the Ryan Gosling sculpt, which I purchased after canceling the camp set, which took way too long to release. The third one was Ken the movie with the fur coat because of his awesome clothes. Fourth was the Ryan Gosling Ken in the pink jumpsuit because I thought it would look good on my curvy Barbie, and it was on sale. 5 was Ken the movie on rollerblades in hopes he was more articulated. He was not, but he was cheap. So I was planning on bypassing this one. But once I saw that Mama Doll Boss had redressed another Ken and that jean fit and just how good her Ken looked with that price drop, man, it looks so good that I was like, I need this outfit, okay? It's so cute. And I tried to resist. I really did. What I did was purchase this jean outfit from Eating on Amazon. This is the outfit. It is a jean vest and cut-up jeans, and it comes with a black top. Personally, I did not like when people were mutilating their clothes. I'm going to compare the quality of these two fashions. I will redress this Ken and make some changes to him. I don't know what it is about this side glance because I actually do not like this sculpt when he's looking straight. In fact, this is the only one that I've left. I gave the others away. In fact, I thought I changed the hair color on another one, but I have no idea what I did with him. He was my practice doll. And again, I really do like this side glance sculpt, and I think I'm going to keep him as he is. As far as the other one, I'm going to change his eye color and his hair color and see what's up. And then I'll make a comparison with those two side by side. I'm not sure on the articulation of the side glance Ken. If he doesn't have full rotation at the hips, then he's probably going to end up being a floating head, just like all the other Ken the movie Kens. I'm not going to review this holiday Ken. I've already done a review, and I'll leave the tag for that review up above. With the Muse body, the holiday Ken has a standard 5 points of articulation. In fact, there's a 2026 holiday Ken coming up, and he's also wearing a very similar suit, except that the jacket is red. He also has blonde and brown streaks in his hair. And I can't tell which face sculpt he is. So the reason why I stopped going out of my way to get these Ken the movie Kens, I say that, but I think I bought almost every single one. It's because they don't have the best articulation. He's not articulated at the ankle, and he can't splay his legs to the side. You can probably see the lining for the paper that's wrapping around his knees. He is articulated at the knee and the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. He can tilt his head up and down and can go left and right. And I really do think he's better looking than the others because of the side glance. I know some people don't like the side glance, and it's one of my favorite things. I think it's probably because I'm so used to him looking straight, or the dolls looking straight. On top of the front glance Ken's hair color, I'm also going to edit the holiday Ken's hair color because I already own him as a blonde, but he was on sale for $12, so I bought another one. If I'm going to compare these outfits, I would say the denim quality on both of them feels the same. The buttons feel a little like metallic glue dots, but I could be wrong because I see a little stitching on the inside lining. So they might actually be some kind of button, but they really do just look like glue dots, which is an interesting idea for future me. You can see the stitching for the Ken jacket is finer as it comes up. Side glance Ken has back pockets, whereas the eating outfit does not have back pockets. And of course, side glance Ken has his little underwear showing. The eating outfit did not come with shoes, but it did come with a black shirt. The side glance Ken does not come with a shirt, though he does come with his little underwear, his little whitey tighties. Here is the background for side glance Ken's box. He comes with a waistband stand, the type I don't like, and of course his certificate. So I'm not keeping any of that. The eating jean pants has the illusion of pockets on the front, and you can see where it's stitched, but there are no real pockets, whereas side glance has real pockets. The other thing is that it doesn't have the little fake tears, and I actually prefer that it doesn't. The eating jean set, though, was only $8 on Amazon, and I purchased side glance Ken for $32. So let's compare the side glance Ken and my modified Ken next to each other. And here they are completed. So if you remember, he was platinum blonde, and I've made him into an ashy brunette with light brown eyes. I chose that color because it was very similar to his eyebrow color. And as I've mentioned, I'm going to keep my platinum one the same because I love his side glance. It makes his grin look a little less cheesy. The brunette Ken, he almost reminds me of the old school Ken in the face with his dead-on look, big grin, and blank eyes. And now you can see how cute they look in their little outfits. Very similar and very cute. Time for the holiday Kens. I decided to make my new holiday blonde Ken into a redhead. I wanted to make his eyes green, but they still look very, very blue. And the two Kens technically look very much alike. To match his new hair color, I put some red in his eyebrows and along the scalp, on top of marker dyeing his hair. Though I'm kind of irritated that his eyes still look so blue. To correct it, I would either have to add a bit of acetone to his iris and redo the green with marker, or use water paint, which would be easier, but I don't feel like doing that. So right now he's a blue-eyed redhead, which makes sense. Right now it's so hard to even have an MTM body in rotation for this skin tone, because Ken 167 is actually dark like Ken looks number 9 or 17, and everybody is so dark compared to this Ken, with the exception of Ken looks number 5, who is super expensive. And I don't know when this video will be released, but the closest match would be He-Man, which I don't have at the filming of this. And I don't even know if he's a true MTM. So, yeah, Mattel, this skin tone, please, as a made to move again, please, but not as muscular. Thank you. So, what do you think? Which color do you prefer for Ken's hair? What color would you have chosen to make Ken's hair? Do you think that going ahead and getting another Ken with the side eye glance and this outfit was a good call? Or do you think it would have been better to just get this particular fashion pack to mimic it? I mean, I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty darn close, with the exception of the flashing underwear. And they're just whitey tighties. I was seriously hoping they were boxers. They're still pretty cool. I do think the quality of the Ken the Movie's clothes is better with all the actual pockets and the belt loops. And what do you guys think about the holiday doll? What color would you have made would you have made him another brunette? You know, I was almost thinking about black, but they did have that holiday mermaid king sculpt with the dark brown hair. So I figured red was the one color they didn't have. And again, these are really simple edits. Please note that marker dyes are semi-permanent. Water will cause the color to fade and bleed. I wouldn't go out of my way to get water on these guys without knowing the consequence. As Toya says, you have been warned. Until next time, thanks for playing dolls with me.
If you like that video, you should consider watching one of these. Watch this one. Do it. Do it now. You're not doing anything about it. You know you're not. Oh, and like it and subscribe.